ready for the Christmas tree? Yay! Say Merry Christmas! Hey friends, it's Jenny. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching my video today. If you are new here, I'm a published food and nature photographer from Charlotte, North Carolina, and on this channel I share my love of healthy eating, food, and photography, and I make delicious vegan recipes. So I usually keep the recipes on my channel really healthy, but we are not doing that today. It is the holiday season, and during the holiday season, I like to indulge in my favorite vegan comfort foods guilt-free. I'm going to be showing you how to make a Christmas morning maple cinnamon roll recipe, and it is absolutely delicious. I'm making mine in the cast iron, but you can totally use like a square baking dish for this. You don't have to have a cast iron to make these cinnamon rolls, but I just had it and it came out great, so that is an option if you want to use it. And that's all I have to say. Stick around and enjoy the video. In a small saucepan over medium heat, add 3 tablespoons of vegan butter and 1 cup of unsweetened regular almond milk, and heat just until melted and hot. You don't need it boiling. Pour the mixture into a large bowl, and then sprinkle 1 packet of active dry yeast evenly over the top. Then just let it sit for 10 minutes. Then after the 10-minute mark, you can add in 3 tablespoons of organic cane sugar and a 1/4 teaspoon of Himalayan sea salt. Then just stir really well, scraping down the sides as necessary until all the little bits have been broken down. It should look a little something like that. Next, add 2½ cups of all-purpose flour in 3 parts. Stir in between each pour until it starts to form a dough. Set the dough aside and then lightly flour your working surface. Knead the dough for 1 minute exactly. Any more than 1 minute and your dough will start to become really tough, and for cinnamon rolls, we want light and fluffy. After 1 minute, it should look smooth and soft like this. Then just place it in a lightly greased bowl and wrap tightly with saran wrap. Then set it aside and let it rise for 1 hour. While the dough is rising, we're going to make our filling. You'll need a 1/4 cup of softened vegan butter, 2 tablespoons of organic cane sugar, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Beat that together until it is light and fluffy. I'm just using my KitchenAid mixer to do this, but you can also use handheld mixers as well. And after an hour, the dough will look like this and it will smell amazing. And we're ready to make our cinnamon rolls. Go ahead and lightly flour your working surface again. And as a side note, my counter is very sticky. Dough always sticks on it really bad, so I'm using just a little more flour than normal. You may not need that much. And as I'm removing it from the bowl, I'm starting to stretch it out a little bit so it starts to take that rectangle shape. And roll it into a long rectangle using a rolling pin. Then add the filling on top of the dough and spread it out using the back of a spoon. And be sure to leave a 1-inch strip along the top without filling right up here. Don't put any filling right there. That's gonna help seal the cinnamon rolls. And right before I roll it, I like to just sneak in a little bit more brown sugar and some extra cinnamon. My husband is always like, please add more filling, please add more filling. So we're adding more filling today to make it just a little bit more cozy. So that's totally optional, but it is really delicious if you add just a little bit more. Then begin to gently roll the dough up into a long log shape until you reach the top. And just be really light and gentle with this, no need to rush, just take your time. Using a very sharp knife, cut the dough into 9 pieces. And I'm using a 9-inch cast iron pan for this. I did lightly grease it with a little bit of vegan butter so it won't stick. But you can also use a square baking dish. Just make sure you lightly grease it with butter or cooking spray. Then bake at 375 for 26 to 28 minutes. And when they're ready, they should look just like this, golden brown and so beautiful. Right when the cinnamon rolls come out, make your icing. You'll need 1 cup of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of unsweetened regular almond milk, and 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. Stir that until all the powdered sugar is no longer visible, and if it's still a little thick, just add a little bit of warm water to help thin it out and you're ready to go. And now it is the fun part. Pour the icing all over the cinnamon rolls and you are ready for Christmas morning. These cinnamon rolls are so perfect. I am so happy with how they came out, and I hope that you give this recipe a try. It's really easy. A lot of times dough can be very intimidating, but I promise you this recipe is very simple and easy, and you will have homemade cinnamon rolls in no time. Merry Christmas, everybody, and happy holidays. Thank you so much for watching my video today. It means the world to me. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss my next one. I hope that you have a Merry Christmas, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!